You know, it's one of the most common infections out there, but for some reason, we just don't talk about it enough. We're talking about UTIs, urinary tract infections. So in the next few minutes, we're going to break down the key signs, what causes them, and most importantly, what you can do about it.
So, does this question maybe hit a little close to home? That sharp, burning feeling? It's like the classic, unmistakable sign of a UTI. It's your body sending up a flare, telling you something is definitely off.
Or maybe this one feels familiar, that super frustrating, constant feeling that you have to go right now, but then barely anything happens. If you're sitting there nodding along to either of these, you are in the right place. We're about to shed some light on what's really going on.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we've got to start with the absolute basics. What exactly is a UTI? At its core, it's all about bacteria, plain and simple. It's an infection that happens when bacteria get into your urinary system where they shouldn't be, like your bladder or urethra, and they just start to multiply. Now, while it can pop up anywhere along the tract, the bladder is definitely the most common hotspot. And here's something we really need to clear up. This is not just a women's issue. Sure, anatomy makes women way more likely to get them, but men can and absolutely do get UTIs. The idea that they're immune? Total myth, and it's a really important one to bust. All right, so how do you know for sure if you have one? Well, recognizing the symptoms is your first line of defense. Your body is actually great at sending you signals when something's up. You just have to know what you're looking for. So, besides that burning feeling and running to the bathroom all the time, keep an eye out for other clues. Maybe your urine looks kind of cloudy or has a strong, just unusual smell. You might also feel this dull, nagging pressure or pain in your lower belly. These are all the classic calling cards of a UTI. Okay, and this is the point where we need to get really serious for a second. If you start developing a fever or you get this pain in your back or your side, that is a major red flag. It could mean the infection isn't just in your bladder anymore. It might have traveled up to your kidneys, and that is a much, much more serious situation. But why do these things even happen in the first place? It's usually not just random bad luck. There are often very specific, identifiable reasons and risk factors that can make you more vulnerable. Think of it like this. If you're not drinking enough water, you're not really flushing out your system regularly. Or if you hold your pee for too long, you're giving any bacteria that might be hanging around the perfect chance to set up shop and multiply. And on top of those daily habits, things like sex, medical conditions like diabetes, and even the hormonal changes that come with menopause can all increase your risk. Okay, enough about the problem, right? Let's talk about the solutions. This is your game plan, your action plan for both treating a UTI you have now and, just as importantly, preventing the next one. The path to getting better is pretty straightforward, but you can't skip any steps. It all starts with seeing a doctor. You need a real diagnosis to get the right antibiotic. But look at number 3. This is where so many people go wrong. The biggest mistake is stopping the medication just because you feel better after a day or two. You have to finish the entire course to completely wipe out the infection. And that brings us to this absolutely critical warning. Do not self-prescribe. Reaching into the medicine cabinet for some old, leftover antibiotics is a terrible, terrible idea. It's probably the wrong drug or the wrong dose, and even worse, it helps create antibiotic-resistant superbugs, and that's a huge threat to all of us. So how about prevention? Well, the tips are actually pretty simple, but they are so effective. Staying hydrated is number 1. Don't hold it. Go when you feel the urge. Wiping from front to back is a big one. It helps keep bacteria away from the urethra. And yeah, peeing after sex can help flush out any bacteria that might have gotten in. So, what's the bottom line here? When is it time to stop guessing and just call a doctor? Let's walk through the clear signals that mean you absolutely need to get professional help. First off, if your symptoms are still there after a day or two, don't just try to wait it out. It's time to call. Second, remember that big red flag? Fever or back pain means you need to get help immediately. And finally, if you're stuck in that awful cycle where UTIs just keep coming back, you need a doctor to help you figure out what's really going on. If you take just one thing away from our chat today, please let it be this. UTIs are incredibly common. They're also very treatable with the right care. The absolute worst thing you can do is just ignore the symptoms and cross your fingers, hoping they go away on their own. So, let's end with a question for you. Thinking about everything we just covered, what's one small change you can make, starting right now, for your own health?
Maybe it's just grabbing a glass of water as soon as this is over. Or maybe it's promising yourself you'll listen a little more closely to what your body is trying to tell you. The power is in those small, proactive steps.